The psychology of money taught me a lot more than I expected. So today, let's talk about how it changed my views about money.
Someplace under the sun.
These are 5 money lessons that completely changed my views about wealth. 1. The goalposts. The psychology of money explains the goalposts to be the point of your satisfaction. And it asks questions like, what does being rich mean to you? At what point would you say, okay, I'm satisfied with the amount of money I've been able to get for myself? And it explains that it's important to know your goalposts so that you don't end up trading 99% for the 1%, which, if you think about it, is important. 2. Nothing, and I mean nothing, is as good or as bad as it seems. And I'll explain. So imagine I invest 100,000 naira and I get value for my investment. And you take that same route and invest 100,000 naira and you get a dip. It might not necessarily mean that you did something wrong. So psychology of money is trying to say you need to be at the right place and at the right time. And if things does not work for you, that's your loss. If it works for you, that's your win. And it doesn't necessarily mean you did something wrong. It doesn't necessarily mean that if someone does the same thing you did, the person might win. So it's just a game of luck and risk. Number 3, no one, absolutely no one is crazy. Now, everybody has a different view, understanding, according to their experience of how the world actually works. The way someone spends, saves money, or even fears money makes sense by the time you start understanding their stories. And this makes me remember a friend of mine who usually says, as far as your eyes can go. And it just goes to explain that if I come to a friend and I tell my friend, okay, I want to be making 25 million naira every month, she might say, I'm being delusional, I am not being realistic. But then I meet a second friend and I say, see, look, I want to make 25 million naira every month. And she would say, I need to aim higher. And so you can see that by the time you study these two individuals, you see that their environment and their experiences played a crucial role in their understanding of wealth. If you build your mindset, get around the right people, and study the lives of people who have walked the path that you are willing to walk, you will realize that it's not far-fetched. You can actually do that. You can actually get what you want. You can actually earn what you want to earn. 4, getting wealthy versus staying wealthy. And these are 2 completely different games. A lot of people know how to get wealth. They know how to get money. They know how the money works. But then, how do you keep the money? And that's usually where the problem is. So psychology of money is saying it's not so much about getting rich. How do you remain rich? And that leads me to the other thing I spoke about. Don't trade 99% for the 1%. And to round this one up, I want to leave you with something very simple. If you ever spend money to prove that you have it, that's like the fastest way to lose it. Now, finally, the greatest thing money can give you is freedom. Freedom of your time, freedom of your life, and freedom of your choices. I hope your views of money changed. I hope I've been able to convince you and your views has actually changed about money. So if you loved this content, if you loved this video, please subscribe, like, and follow me for more interesting conversations like this. Let us grow together. See ya.
And there's a place that I've dreamed of.